Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous with me, Bring It On. Let's go to Gravestone Rock and do Seelah's quest. Let's go clear out this path as well. Alright, Gravestone Rock. A huge ridge that resembles a gravestone. It has survived the changes to the landscape caused by the world wound and stands before travelers today, just as it stood 100 years ago, in the times of Sarkoris. We're finally here. This whole time I've been so worried. I just can't stop thinking about the stolen souls. Greetings, Commander. Galen greets you with the discipline of a soldier. He is calm and composed, and his voice is steady. I kept watch, just like you instructed. They're definitely keeping the trapped souls here. I've seen the jewelry myself, but the place is well guarded. We'll have to fight our way inside. And it won't just be a small skirmish. It seems like all the surviving cultists fled here from the wound, after they lost in Canabras and Dresden. Janna stands next to Elin and tries to look confident. You can tell that she wants to prove herself. She's doing her best to regain everyone's trust. What is this place? What are we up against? Looks like this place belongs to those Baphomet creeps. Seelah points to a few familiar symbols. I knew it. I knew this was one of their schemes. It was too elaborate to be the Deskarites. It looks like we're up against cultists, demons, the usual. There's one more thing I should mention. Darek Sunhammer is here. I saw him at the entrance to the cave. He had the trapped souls with him, or rather, the jewelry that contains the trapped souls. He was looking at the different pieces, holding their gemstones up to the light. I think he was admiring his handiwork. It's safe to assume that he's a significant figure within the cult, and that means he'll probably be a formidable opponent. We'll find the stolen souls. We'll give those cultists a good thrashing. We'll make those jerks pay for what they've done. I guess we'll stay here and guard the entrance, so that you don't get stabbed in the back. But if you need help, we'll be there straight away. You bet we will. I'll never desert my friends again. Seelah beams at her two friends. With the League of the Inspiring Cart, I'm so happy that you're both here. We'll save the day, together. Alright, we're gonna properly buff up before we enter.
Ready for anything.
No reason to pause.
Matricium Turino, Abracadator, Inimosi Travisi, Bashani Savitor, Inimosi Travisi.
My will is resolute.
Sentes, Adayana, Unimosi Travisi, Unimosi Travisi, Sentes, Aborane Sentes, Aborane Sentes, Abranda Gratio, Unimosi Travisi, Adayana, Ona Adayana, Ona Adayana, Ona Adayana, Ona Adayana, Ona Adayana.
Nope, that's the wrong person.
Ona Adayana. Stagioni Savitur, 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 Ona Adayana, 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 Inimosi Travisi, Inimosi Travisi, Inimosi Travisi.
Are we ready to move out?
Inimosi Travisi, Inimosi Travisi, Inimosi Travisi.
Alright, let's keep buffing up everybody else with Nenio. I know some people find this process annoying, but I find it satisfying. I like watching my characters slowly get stronger and stronger as we use all the buffs that we've slowly accumulated over the course of the game. No, I mean if I did it for every fight, yeah, it'd be a little tedious. I try to save just the full buffing for like the significant quests or dungeons, like companion quests or main story dungeons. Alright, let's head inside. We must remain vigilant. Baphomet servants can be quite cunning. You know, it's strange. I'm not scared at all. I think I've forgotten how to be afraid. Probably not a good thing.
I know what to do. I am prepared.
That's to be one shot. The adamantine golem. Not quite.
What I was made for.
Alright, how big is this area? It's not very large. We'll hang it left first, I think.
Can't hide from me.
The struggles never cease. I'm glad I was useful to you.
I'll go ahead.
I guarantee this is trapped right here.
Uh-huh.
Pretty sure those things are trapped every time we see them.
Please, allow me. I finished here. Is there more?
Judging by the empty gem-shaped slot, its mechanism is currently missing a piece.
I know the way.
Something over there.
I'm prepared. I sense something. I finished here. Is there more? I'm glad I was useful to you.
Alright, so far so good. What if this is trapped?
Something is not
Yep,
right
sure
here.
is. And we're also getting ambushed from behind, maybe?
No time for debates.
Oops, keep using the wrong thing.
Should have listened
Playing
to
too many
me.
games recently. I'm getting the controls mixed up for all of them.
Prepare yourself. Desna, guide my hand.
The world has suffered enough.
Alright, one of those, and we'll cast the heal on Seelah.
Patricium Turinos.
Together, we stand.
I sense something.
Follow my lead.
Check all the corners, make sure I don't miss anything. I don't see anything. Yeah, I swear, every time you see some sort of square object on the ground, it's trapped.
Meditate on your
Help me
mistakes.
sway from my
They
path.
should do is make it trapped like right here, on these like stone tiles or something, just to mix it up every now and then.
I finished
For the
here.
players like
Is there
myself who get
more?
cocky,
As
say,
it
oh, I
should
see a
be.
square, that must be trapped, and run up to it. Master Darek looks just as friendly and polite as he did on the day he welcomed you into his jewelry shop in Dresden. His attire is still rich and exquisite, but it now features a gem-encrusted symbol of Baphomet. A grotesque shadow hovers beside him, a demon, perhaps the same one that stole the jewelry at Elin's wedding. Ah, the victorious commander and his valiant companion. I was so certain that you had been swallowed up by the abyss. Oh well, life is full of disappointments. Cultists are so talkative these days. Why don't we skip the heart-to-heart and get down to business? The demon at Master Darek's side laughs nastily. My valiant paladin, don't you want to know who you've really been dealing with this whole time? He's not just a cultist or a demon worshipper. You're talking to the Grand Master of the Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth. Well, I saw Nauticula kill Baphomet. Your lord died at her hands. I'm fully aware of the Lady in Shadow's capabilities. Forgive me for being blunt, but you've not told me anything I don't already know. I do not mourn my master's temporary demise. His defeat is nothing more than a setback. We may be forced to retreat, but like the tide, we will always return. However, even the permanent death of Lord Baphomet will not sway me from my beliefs. Do you know why the Abyss is so beautiful? It spawns new beasts to replace the old. It sustains itself in an endless cycle, the unchanging sum of chaos and evil. It will never cease to exist. His voice is a mixture of zeal and admiration. If Lord Baphomet meets his end, I'll simply find myself a new master. If he's that easy to sway, why does he not just move over to Nauticula, since she just defeated Baphomet? Well, I mean, with our help, of course. She didn't do it by herself. Well, I have some questions for you, Grandmaster. You can ask whatever you'd like, and I might even answer. You don't need to address me by my title. Though it sounds formidable, it is purely honorary, and places no obligations upon me, which suits me perfectly. It's also odd that we would call him Grandmaster, and we called him Master earlier. Well, we didn't call him. The Grey Text called him Master Darek. We don't need to give this guy any respect. He's a cultist. So you're the one who led the Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth into battle. You might find this surprising, but no, that was not my role. The dwarf speaks with surprising candor. Demon generals like Jerebeth and Monago have rendered my services unnecessary. They're the ones who lead the troops in the World Wound. I realized I could not compete with them, so I moved away from the military operations and began to focus on my own intrigues. And it is thanks to those schemes that our paths have collided. Why were you stealing souls? Isn't the answer obvious? I wanted to spread terror throughout the city, and I could use the souls as leverage to coerce people into doing my bidding. I spent years developing a reputation amongst the Mendevian high society. Everyone knew who I was, my work was in high demand. Then slowly, with the most surgical precision, I distributed the demonic jewelry. The demonic jewelry. I knew when to sell someone a useless bauble, when to give someone something special. Then I ordered the demons to act. All of the jewelry had gemstones that were designed to ensnare souls. I told the demons to capture the souls of the jewelry's owners and bring them to me. All across Mendev, dozens of mortals were suddenly trapped. All of their friends and loved ones were left alone with their grief. They held the lifeless bodies of their children, or their beloved, and clung to the hope that maybe, someday, there'd be a way to bring them back. And that's when I struck. I threatened, I coerced, I offered hope. I did everything I could to tear down your crusade from the inside. If you stayed in the Abyss a little longer, even a couple of months would have sufficed. You'd have had an altogether different welcome waiting for you. You'd have returned to find Mendev engulfed in civil war. So his entire plan was banking on me being gone for a long period of time. It was a fluke, I think. I don't think he was the reason why we were stuck for an extra 6 months in the Abyss. Someone else caused that to happen. So his plan had no chance of success had that not happened. It's a weird plan. Because it was built around me not being there. So he's not that smart, from what I understand. Maybe I'm missing something. I've met all kinds of monsters, but none of them have been this full of themselves. I know, we've met some pretty cocky demons. Oh, brave, brave paladin. Master Darek's voice is kind, almost sympathetic. You know so little of this world, and understand even less. Who is that demon standing next to you? The demon cackles gleefully. You don't know me, but I know you. We've met several times, except I was controlling the body of your friend, the nimble but empty-headed Curl. How did Seelah, Curl, and the others get involved in all of this? It was all the result of a rather absurd series of coincidences. It started when a certain knight, burning with love and passion, came to buy a ring for his bride-to-be. He was willing to pay quite an exorbitant sum. Now, I don't normally waste my time with mundane, ordinary folk. However, his ardor and the strength of his love, along with the fact that he was one of Amade's nauseatingly righteous lackeys, made him irresistible. So I decided to craft him a ring with a demon inside. I took great pleasure in the thought that someday he'd realize he had given a deadly gift to the person he loved most. He'd have to live with the knowledge that he had doomed his beloved to a terrible fate. Well, thank you for the valuable life lesson. I can assure you that this nauseatingly righteous knight has taken it to heart. Or has taken it to hound heart. Yeah? I thought you were a master of intrigue, cold-blooded and cunning. You're not clever or cunning, you're just cruel. There's nothing special about your schemes. They're just an excuse to hurt people. The more you talk, the more I want to kill you. Every word you say brings you closer to your inevitable demise. But I haven't told you the best part, brave paladin. The most ridiculous coincidence of all was the halfling Curl. Did you know my Templars recruited him? He's been our informant for a long time. You're lying. Not at all. The Condemned provide an endless supply of recruits. They're easy targets. What they lack in quality, they make up for in quantity. Recruited Curl when we were preparing for the attack on Canabras. If it's any consolation, Bull quickly grew disenchanted with Baphomet's cause. He refused to spy for us, but we gave him a good scare, and he gave up. We barely had to torture him at all. He continued to spy for us, but he dreamed of escape. He clung to the hope that someday he could run away. Not just from us, but from the Crusades as well. He wanted to go far, far away, where no one would ever find him. And then one day, by complete chance, he found out about the ring that Master Darek gave to the foolish knight Elin. The ring I was hidden in. The demon chuckles maliciously. The idiot thought it was some priceless artifact. He thought that if he stole it, he could sell it, and use the money to start a new life elsewhere. He went to the deserted camp, grabbed the ring, and gave me his lovely, agile body, as well as the chance to have a good laugh. It was so amusing to pit the valiant paladin against her brave knight friend. I'm not going to bargain. It's time we put an end to this whole affair. Look at your friends, brave paladin. Look at the commander, the Crusade's greatest hope. You've led them all to their deaths.
I will defend my dream.
I don't think he knows who he's dealing with.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. Begone, fiend!
That fight was a bit of a joke. Master Darek Sunhammer is gravely wounded, but he does not lose his composure. He remains calm and dignified in the face of death. It seems that I have made a mistake. I should not have fought you. Still, I do not regret taking the risk. He turns to Seelah, and there's a malevolent gleam in his eyes. You may have the commander by your side, but look at yourself, Paladin. Look at those you've taken under your wing. Derek's mouth twists into an unpleasant smile. Your friends are a thief, a coward, and a stubborn oaf. It's kind of stretching for this last one. First two are true, though, and actual insults. You couldn't unite them, or inspire them to great deeds. On the contrary, you made everything worse. Yet here you are now, blaming me for everything that's happened, as if it is all my fault. Somehow, I'm responsible for all your woes. My evil plans and schemes have ruined your lives. I believe that if you can just rid the world of evil people like me, it will become a paradise. Life will be fair and just, and everyone will be joined together in the bonds of friendship. He bursts into wheezing laughter, then falls silent forever. Seelah stares at Derek's lifeless body. She's breathing heavily. You can't tell if it's from the intensity of the battle, or if she's simply overwhelmed with emotion. Is it over? Have we removed the evil? Why, that cult is scum. Even on death's door, he is still spewing venom. Jaina pauses, as if she's had a sudden revelation. Wait, we won, right? We've completed our mission. Her eyes light up with excitement, An incredulous smile spreads across her lips. It doesn't matter. He tried to poison our souls, but his words mean nothing. He is lost. Commander, Seelah, I spoke harshly to you before. I said things that I regret. I should never have doubted you. This victory would not have been possible without your help. Seelah listens to all of this in silence. Then she turns to you, and there's a question in her eyes. Don't pay any attention to him. He's a cultist. Why would you believe a word he says? Seelah smiles grimly. Yes, you're right. We'll discuss this later. Seelah picks up the bowl of jewelry and pours the contents into a pouch. Inside the bag, gemstones gleam ominously. We have the souls. I'll keep them with me until we reach Dresden. Now let's go, Don Quixote. I don't want to stay here any longer. Well, sadly we do have things to loot, so...
I finished here. Is there more?
That is not far.
Alright, they just say the same thing they said earlier. Amulet of Deep Roots. This amulet grants its wearer a +5 natural armor enhancement bonus to armor class. It also grants its wearer immunity to bull rush and overrun combat maneuvers, as well as a +3 competence bonus to armor class against huge and bigger enemies. That's pretty good. Jeweler's Notes. Is it Chalcedony? Chalcedony? Is a gem that is often overlooked. Its color evokes the pale blue hues of deep snow, much like the warm yellow glint of amber brings to mind the fiery leaves of autumn. This is the clue for the puzzle. The skilled jeweler understands the seasonal qualities of these colors, but does not shy away from rearranging them. Why not start the year with winter, and then move to autumn? And why shouldn't autumn flow into spring? Summer can be the last season, the one that reverses the flow of time. And the red gem? There's something unusual about this red garnet. Its size and cut suggest that it was used for a specific purpose, other than decoration. Hammer of Masterpiece. I'll just grab all that. Cloak of Resistance +5, Braces of Armor +7. Vast Intelligence. Ring of Renowned Artisan. This ring grants the wearer a +12 competence bonus to Knowledge Arcana skill checks, and +5 bonus on checks to craft potions or scrolls. But a physical form +6. +6 to Dexterity and Constitution. So it's the same bonus, but this one requires him to get a kill to get that extra +2 on top of it. So, here we go. Oh, he always has that bonus. Alright, and then Hammer of Masterpiece. Oh boy. Whenever this +5 light hammer lands a hit against a target, it deals additional force damage depending on whether the target has an amulet and or rings equipped. If the target has all 3 slots equipped, it suffers additional 3 to 10 force damage. If the target has 2 out of 3 slots equipped, it suffers additional 2 to 10 force damage. If the target has only 1 slot equipped, it suffers additional 1 to 20 force damage. So most enemies tend to drop just 1 accessory, which I assume they have equipped before we kill them. So I like how it jumps up to 20 here. Because most likely you're not going to be proccing these two. Unless enemies have equipment that we don't see, that they don't drop when we kill them. The wielder of this light hammer can 3 times per day use the weapon's ability to support themselves or allies. The target has all 3 slots equipped. They gain a +3 circumstance bonus to attack and damage rolls for 1 hour. The target has 2 out of 3 slots equipped. They gain a +2 circumstance bonus to attack and damage rolls for 1 hour, as well as a +1 additional attack per round for 1 hour. If the target has only 1 out of 3 slots equipped, they gain a +1 circumstance bonus to attack and damage rolls, as well as +2 additional attacks per round for 1 hour. However, equipping or removing amulets or rings also removes the bonus. So I assume it's a single target ability. Let me just check real fast. That's a...
Time's not waiting.
I don't see it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so it is a single target ability. But you can use it 3 times, so that's pretty good. Alright, Fidian, come back, buddy. I don't see you often proccing the... Oh, where's that? The extra attacks per round. I don't think it's worth getting 1 or 2 extra attacks per round by taking off your equipment. So more often than not, you'll just be getting the +3 circumstance bonus to attack and damage, which is still solid. I mean, it's a good effect. Not a bad piece of equipment. Alright, let's keep looting. We have a puzzle to solve as well.
I'll go ahead.
Something is not right here.
I know the way.
Alright, so what order does this go in? So winter is blue, yellow is autumn. So winter, so blue, yellow, I assume green and red?
I'm all ears.
Blue, yellow, green, and red.
I'm curious.
We can still interact with this. If the Ivory Sanctum has taught me anything, you can keep fiddling with something, you keep fiddling with it until you cannot fiddle with it anymore. So let's see. Let's see, does the note have any more clues? What do we got? The one that reverses the flow of time. Okay, let's try putting it in backwards. So red, green, yellow, blue. Cool.
Follow my lead.
I sense something.
Alright, gnawing magic. That do. When the wearer of this headband of intelligence +6 casts a spell that affects the enemy, wearer gains a +1 bonus to checks made to overcome spell resistance, and the enemy suffers a -1 penalty on attack and damage rolls, as well as all saving throws for 3 rounds. The effect stacks to a maximum of 4. Okay, we're gonna give that to Netio. We're gonna lose the ability to quickly cast Haste and Slow, but I think she's due for an upgrade. It's been far too long. And she's had that since Act 2.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
The mirror has no magic aura, but it obviously hangs here for some reason. And what reason might that be?
As it should be.
I wonder if it something in the chest on this side. hope
That is
not.
far.
I mean, it doesn't highlight when we hold tabs, so I don't think there's anything inside of it. I don't know what this mirror means.
Doubt is the heart's
Let's run with
greatest
land and just make
challenge.
sure I don't miss any perception checks. Play it safe.
What's over there?
I didn't see any failed perception checks either. Not that I was really watching the combat log, but oh, we did fail one somewhere. Oh, we succeeded with Urushalai, so never mind. Okay, well. I think we're done here.
I'll go ahead. I know the way.
Alright, we'll exit. We'll teleport back to Dresden. I'll call it an episode, and the next one will enter Dresden. We'll need to speak to Seelah and the storyteller, because we have one of his notes, I think. Yeah. We'll do some housekeeping in the next one, and then we'll head towards something. I'm currently undecided. Maybe Final Veil just to knock that out. Or do Lance Quest. Let's do Lance Quest next. Make sure there's nothing else up here. Yeah, so we'll do the housekeeping next time. We'll probably hit up Laughing Caves before Valley of Temples. So we'll do this, then hop over to Lance Quest and Crusade as we go. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.